I don't know. I like a simp.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I like
a good simp this time of year.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I like when they do stuff for me.
Yeah. This is literally my favorite clip of Sadia Khan. You guys know who Sadia Khan is? She is a psychologist, and she's like viral all over the internet. Can we pull her thing up?
Yep, got it. Ready to go. I was just also going to say is she's done a lot of stuff with Chris Williamson. She's been, God, I can't even remember.
She's with the cool people. She's not with us.
Lex Free. Yeah,
she doesn't mess with the likes of us.
Yeah, we're quote unquote bottom of the barrel. Like, come slim it with us, please.
There's only one thing that all women.
Can we try this again with it on the screen? There we go.
No, hold on, let me back it up for you. Hang on a second. There we go. There we
There's
go.
only one thing that all women want. People will tell you that they want money, they want someone tall. The reality of hypergamy for a woman is only by one metric. It's our ability to manipulate a man. You can be shorter than us, you can be poorer than us, you can be dumber than us in all other regards, but if we can't trick you, we'll still give you some respect. But if you're richer than us, taller than us, got more degrees and more qualifications, but we can trick you and we can manipulate you and we can derive resources. We cannot see you as a body to respect.
All right.
There you go. There's number one.
Absolutely. I have said something very similar to this. And so Homath has something also that he says similar to this. And I just thought it was absolutely terrific, this concept. Because what men think a lot of times, like, oh, you ladies only want a guy who's rich or only want a guy who's tall. And then you come in, some of you come in and you're like, no, I don't really care about that. So I'm curious, what do you guys think about what Sadia had to say? Jesse, you seem to have something on your face there.
It's just because I feel like every time I watch these clips, I cannot relate. So I don't really have an opinion that would make sense to anybody else. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what she's saying, I can't fathom wanting to manipulate someone.
Right.
That's not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, but you do understand though that your man has boundaries, and you probably he has a
100%.
masculine quality. So but you can't manipulate him if he has those boundaries. Do you understand?
Right, and everybody has boundaries, a man and a woman.
Right. What I'm saying is, what she's saying before is that, like, it's not. Who here is seen a guy who was good looking, but he opened his mouth and you just didn't find him attractive anymore because of shit he said? Ladies, okay, good. A bunch of you raise your mind. And you guys, you've seen a guy who's rich who was trying to have sex with you, but he was just, there's something wrong with him and you didn't want to hook up with him. Raise your hand if that has ever happened. Okay, cool. All right, cool. It's always exactly.
Everyone.
So the point is, like, what is the thing overall? And like, she's saying a man that you can't manipulate, but you think you don't necessarily agree with that.
No, I think with the younger generations that are kind of coming out with, like, I should be able to do this and do that, they operate from a place of what can I get from somebody else. I don't operate from a place like that. So in my personal life, I try to have an equal level ground understanding of what we both want, what we both need. And I'm only going to get from you what you want to give, not something I had to coerce out of you.
Yeah, but so I think that the difference is, Jesse, is like you're not dating everyone. You're dating one person, and you had to discern between all these other people to pick that one. Do you
in a
understand what I'm saying?
non-manipulative way, though. I never manipulated.
No,
anybody.
I'm not saying you did,
Yeah.
but what her point might be is that you could tell when you met him that you couldn't manipulate him, and maybe no one else could either, and that's why you found him attractive. Do you understand?
I never have that thought in my head.
Okay,
But maybe,
beautiful.
Maybe subconsciously.
Amber, what do you think about that? The concept of women liking a man that she cannot manipulate.
I mean,
Microphone.
I think that she has a point, because I'm sure that a lot of females function that way. But yeah, I don't really think about how the amount that I can manipulate someone goes into like a relationship. Like, obviously, there are women out there that use men, and that's what they do. That's their forte. But
that's their forte.
in a relationship sense, I mean, I guess we would probably both have to agree that we wouldn't date someone that we felt that we could manipulate. But
I've dumped someone because he acted like he had no boundaries, and I'm not trying to sit here and have someone in my life that just does. I'm pretty sure he's autistic, but the point was, no, that's not even.
Welcome to the red pill.
Not even saying it to be funny. I'm pretty sure he was autistic. He was part of a lot of autistic foundations and stuff like that. But this man just didn't have any boundaries, and I don't want someone that I can walk all over, and I don't want someone that will allow other people to walk all over him as well.
I think we're kind of missing the point here. The point wasn't that they can or want to manipulate the men. It's that they're dating men they can't manipulate. Yeah. And that's what you're saying also. The man didn't have any boundaries, so you found him less attractive. Yeah. Kylie, what do you think?
I mean, I think I understand her video. I think she just worded it weirdly, so it comes across wrong.
Yeah.
So you think she did that like for effect?
No, I mean, I don't know if she did it for effect or not. I just think, I mean, I hope she didn't, because I wish she would have worded it
She's
differently.
a licensed psychologist.
I know I know what she was trying to say, but the way that she worded it, I feel like it came across differently.
Yeah, I think the words.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
the
get
word
what
I've heard before also is like just having boundaries, but not being manipulated is another way to say it. I think it punches more the way
I got
she
a
said
take
it.
on this, but we'll
Go ahead, Torsha. What do you think?
Tori, what do you think?
I don't know. I like a simp.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I like
a good simp this time of year.
Yeah, like I don't know. I like when they
It's
do
like a
stuff
fine
for
wine.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but so I don't know if that's manipulation if you're actually dating.
No,
them.
but I'm saying like if a guy were, can you hear me?
Yeah.
If a guy were to like not how do I word it? Like if I'm dating him and I'm not walking all over him or whatever, I don't think it would work out because he would be an asshole. I don't like assholes.
Wait, so there's a middle ground between walking
Not
over your
really.
man and then him being an you don't think there's a middle ground?
No.
Really? It's either he is a
don't know.
complete asshole
I love that
who has
for you.
boundaries
Or he's a simp.
or he's a simp.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's very binary. That's that's incredible. All right.
Is there like a scenario where the guy would be like incongruent? You know what I mean? Like he would
I
be
hate
like,
that.
well, he would be like, you would see him as being sort of like strong and dominant and stuff, but then does something that gives you the ick, that like makes you like say, maybe this guy isn't the dude that I thought he was.
Or they're like soft in the beginning and then out of nowhere they'll turn alpha and you're like, ew, why
Yeah,
are you
because
like
because
this?
it breaks character.
Incongruent, yeah.
It breaks
Yeah.
character. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. So another way to say that, going back to boundaries, sometimes he has boundaries and then sometimes he doesn't have boundaries, and that's incongruent.
Well, that would be nuanced, wouldn't it? Because you want somebody that's kind of like that. I don't know.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what you. There we
Like
go.
I said, I like a simp. Okay?
You like a simp, okay.
I like somebody who does stuff
Nice,
for me
nice.
when I ask.
What do you think?
I think that manipulation in relationships is one of the purest forms of evil.
Okay.
I do not like to be manipulated, and I will never manipulate my partner that I'm with.
Sure.
And yeah, I don't like manipulation at all.
Okay.
I don't
Are we
support it.
understanding what she was saying differently?
Yeah, I
because
was
the both
about
of
to
you keep
say.
looking at us like what we're saying has nothing to do with what.
No. It's fine. It's fine because the thing is, she's saying it to men. I mean, the majority of our audience is men. So I think she's saying it in a way that like captures because we're the ones who could possibly be manipulated. So it means more to us. I think from your standpoint, it might mean something else.
You men are the only ones.
No.
Oh.
In her statement, when we're talking about what women want, we're talking about what women want.
Almost ripped this thing
Yes.
out. Okay.
No, we all know that men do not manipulate women. We all understood that. That goes without saying
Never.
that men don't do any manipulation whatsoever. We don't do any whatsoever. Miss Monroe, what do you think?
I kind of agree with her.
Yeah.
I think there should be no manipulating.
Yeah. So I think
It
that's
shouldn't even cross your
so.
mind.
So I think that's the part we're missing.
Yeah.
It's okay. One more time. Oh, lost my mic. All right, so we don't. There we go.
There you
My
go.
mic's
You're
back.
good.
So the point is, it's like one of these things where if you have a guy with you who can fight, it doesn't mean he's supposed to fight, but he can look like he handles himself, right? You told me, Kylie and I were talking about this morning. What's more important, a guy who looks like he can bench press 300 pounds, or a guy who can actually bench press 300 pounds? And she's like, I'd prefer a guy who looks like he can. Okay, we're not saying that you should or should not manipulate a man. What she's saying is that women find men more attractive when they know
That
they can't manipulate him. Does that make sense? And so you guys are like, well, manipulation's bad. We all agree manipulation's bad.
That's
we all
bullshit
agree.
because then girls wouldn't be dating the guys they know they can get stuff from. That's bullshit. That's absolute. That debunks everything.
So no. But what she said was, so for sure, a woman will have sex with a guy because of different reasons. But she was talking about respect. The first beginning of the clip was talking about who does she respect, and I agree with that. Genuine desire and respect would come from a man that a woman knows she cannot manipulate. I believe that's the case. For sure, you and I know girls that are here, sugar babies, whatever. They take money from men they don't respect and have sex with them. Of course, that's not what we're talking about because they don't respect them. But we're talking about specifically respect. Anyway, Miss Monroe, go ahead again.
Well, if we're saying it like that, I guess when I think of a man that attracts me, it's not necessarily whether I can manipulate him or not. It's just, I guess the boundaries thing is a thing.
Sure.
But also, I want to get my way sometimes.
Sure.
I want like a middle.
it's a give.
Middle
It's a take and
ground.
give in
So,
all relationships.
so
Yeah.
how about this? Just a way of saying it. when you do good things for him, he's going to let you get away with certain stuff. But if you aren't doing anything for him, then, like, for instance, he might be more willing to drive 30 minutes to your house if you guys are in like a consensual, monogamous sexual relationship versus you've made him wait 5 dates and he doesn't, and you don't have sex with him. Maybe he's tired of driving 30 minutes. Maybe he's set a boundary. Does that make sense? Yeah. Maybe something close to that. Lindsay, what do you think?
I don't know. I respect when a guy has a good understanding of his self and what it is that he actually wants, because if he's upfront and honest and open about it, like, from the get-go, then I am able to judge and see if, like, we even are on the same frequency, and it's up to me then, you know, to make my decision. Yes, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, or no, that's not it. There should be no manipulation involved. It's a matter of, hey, do our energies match? You know, if so, you want to come together, you want to help together. It's a partnership. You know, and if it's not, you know, if they don't know, which a lot of people don't, you know, then that's where chaos happens. So I prefer peace.
I was going to say, I mean, the point that the men are trying to get to, I think, is that women want like a more alpha dominant.
This would be one of the traits, yeah. This could be a popular trait. I think the way she's saying that, though, is that, like, not being able to manipulate someone would be one of those alpha traits. But another way you could say it would be to have boundaries.
As long as there's still this element of you saying that I have boundaries and I cannot be manipulated, you should still be able to learn from your partner or learn from other people.
Yeah.
And when men hear the word alpha, they think that they heard something, it made sense to them, they stick with it, no one can tell them anything otherwise. They're not open to learning from it. They're not open to another perspective or way of seeing things that might challenge that or change that narrative. And the thing that everybody's stuck on these days is everybody wants to be called the alphas.
High value.
And they all want to be high value. They all think that they are it, and they think that by repeating this rhetoric that everyone else in clips are saying, that they're all of a sudden becoming those men. But internally, they don't learn. They're stubborn. They think of things one-sided. There's no gray area to anything. They lack the softness to be able to be empathetic to other people.
See, here's why I think it's like it's more emphasized right now, because too many guys have been like that for too long. Meaning, like, everybody has decided that they're going to align themselves with their feminine. They're going to be in their quote unquote feminine energy, whatever the fuck that means. But they want to seem like they're more feminine identifying, and have been doing that really for the last really since the baby boomer generation, to get in touch with. We've been told this for so long: man down, and suddenly now everyone wants us to man up all of a sudden, right? Well, for 4 generations. We've told guys to man down, get in touch with your emotions, express yourself more, get in touch with your female side, do some.
So what, they took it too far?
Well, I think one of the reasons that we're sort of like seeing this as sort of detrimental to, well, society in general, but like guys in general. You'll hear guys will be like these. I do this on my own podcast. I compare different videos to other videos. And those videos, I set them off to kind of compare and contrast, like the message from one to another message from another one, and they tend to be like conflicting messages. So you've got one woman saying, "I want a guy who's like masculine and can kick ass and take names." And then they want a guy who can like slit throats and change the diaper on the baby in the same day, right? So you've got this
much like the guy that wants the virgin that's also a porn star in the bedroom.
Exactly. So and then honestly, I think that's kind of ridiculous as it is. But the thing is that we've been telling guys to be feminine and to sort of identify with the feminine for so long. And everyone, like, we're now in the 4th generation since this, and so now it's a shock to the system